Hey YouTube, it's your girl Jimmy Pink, and I'm just going to do a sort of a video essay, sort of not, because I'm not doing full research. I would definitely say more of an editorial. As I said, I did do the review of the BET Awards 2016, and I wanted to get into Jesse Williams' speech and Black Twitter dragging Justin Timberlake, and just some things, in my opinion, that I think are going over people's head. I did watch Double Toasted. Shout out to Corey and Martin, which I was mad. I wanted Martin to be there for that episode because I wanted to see what Martin had to say. But couple of things. And the title of this video, if obviously you clicked on it and you read it, is Jesse Williams, Justin Timberlake, and the Ghetto Pass. Now, for those of y'all that don't know what the Ghetto Pass is, or the Ghetto Pass, the Hood Pass, like they're all the same thing. And it's a slang saying that black people say that basically says, okay, yeah, this person is white, but black people fucks with them. Okay? That's what it is. It means that it goes back to like when it wasn't so cut and dry that everybody was all one love and everybody could be their self. It used to not be like that. And basically, I mean, that's what it is. So when I say Justin Timberlake does not know the extent of his Ghetto Pass, and I'm going to refer to it that way for the rest of the video. Okay, so the reason why people were dragging Justin Timberlake was not for what he said. Him saying that he was uplifted by that message and we are all one people and everybody is, you know, we're all one race, the human race. Nobody is dragging him for what he said. What he is getting drugged for is that Jesse Williams dedicated a large part of his speech to basically the way media is working right now. It has been for years, but it's running rampant right now. And that is for white people to take black culture like it's theirs, become more successful with taking the money, or like say when we do it, it's ghetto and it's grimy and it's terrible and it's so uneducated and hood, but then as soon as a white person does it, they get praised and it's all over and they get radio play, millions of dollars and that sort of thing. So the reason why Justin Timberlake got drugged is because Justin Timberlake is guilty of it. Point blank period. Point blank period. Now, I love Justin Timberlake. I'm a huge Justin Timberlake fan. I am at the age that I did watch Star Search. I did watch the new Mickey Mouse Club. Like, so I do, you know, when they show flashbacks, I'm not going to say I remembered him from those things, but when they would show flashbacks and say he was part of this, I'm like, oh shit, that sure was him. You know what I mean? Along with Brittany and Christina and all of them. But the point being is why I'm saying that I know that Justin Timberlake is guilty of doing this is because I know that when Justin Timberlake went on Star Search, he was singing country. I know that on the Mickey Mouse Club, which that was the 90s and that was just all the rage, like he's doing like, I don't want to say dance hall, but you know, like they had like that pop Jamaican, like he's singing songs like that and this and this and this and this. Now I'm not taking the talent away from him. He can sing, he can dance. Point blank period. You can't take the talent away from him. And I'm not going to say that maybe once he did his pop thing with NSYNC, that he didn't decide he wanted to branch out and do a genre of music that he was more interested in, or he felt more comfortable with his voice and his talents doing. The problem is when he did it, and I wish, I'm getting copyright strikes, I'm not playing around with it, so I wish I could show like clips. But if anybody remembers when he came out with "Don't Be So Quick to Walk Away," and this motherfucker had a fade, big diamond earrings in, part down the middle of his head, like white, for lack of a better word, like Jodeci suit, like baggy clothes. Like, you wasn't doing that with NSYNC. You weren't doing that before. So because you're now singing R&B music, you are now trying to give yourself an R&B image. And I know that all artists do that, regardless of if you're trying to transfer genres, whether it's something that's more associated with your own actual race or not. Everybody does that. But that is to an extreme that he did it. Going back to the term that I'm saying, ghetto pass. One of the first white male R&B singers that was their genre, that is what they chose to sing, that's what they did, was John B. So when he came out with that video, he looked like a carbon copy of John B. But if you remember him from NSYNC, he never looked like that. He had bleached blonde ends on his hair and like curly hair, like that just trying it on like a costume and then discarding the skin like a rind from Strange Fruit, to quote Jesse Williams. Eventually his talent did shine through, and it wasn't so much him doing that, and he did seem to be a little bit more of himself. But when you first came out with Justified, you were completely emulating black culture, 100%. Just to say, hey, I do R&B music now. I'm not this dude from NSYNC that's dancing around doing pop music, no strings attached. Like, I'm here to do R&B. And the few notes that I did go ahead and look at is that the BET Awards was started in 2001. I want you to understand that in 2003, Justin Timberlake was nominated for Best New Artist. He was also nominated for Best R&B Male Artist. I say that to say this. At that point, Justin Timberlake had received his ghetto pass. Wasn't nobody checking for Justin Timberlake when he was in NSYNC. Wasn't nobody fucking with him. But you changed your genre, changed your look, became more emulated with black culture. Black people started fucking with you. It helps if you actually have the talent. Like I said, you can't take that away from Justin Timberlake. I'm a huge Justin Timberlake fan. Like NSYNC, no strings attached. Like I can definitely tell when they started doing their own stuff and it was their own, you know, what they wanted to do. I can definitely see it. And I can see Justin moving towards an R&B direction then. But the whole makeover, as a matter of fact, I believe he had a tan. Like Justin Timberlake, okay. When I say this is not a race thing. This is all culture genres. Some people are paler than others. Justin Timberlake is a pale man. Justin Timberlake do not have coloring. Justin Timberlake does not have a lot of melanin in his skin. He does not have a lot of pigmentation in his skin. He is a pale man. When he came out with that stuff, his hair was dark and he was tan. I just. Okay. But what I'm saying is, and this is, I believe, even like before the Viacom days, and like I said, I didn't do research. This is not a video essay. It's more of an editorial. But the BET Awards, that was only the third BET Awards, and with open arms, we like, come on, white boy, we fucks with you. Come on, white boy, like, you doing it, but you doing it to death. Like, you got the dance skills, you got the singing down, you had good music. You had Timberland and Pharrell behind you, which you can't, well, you didn't have Pharrell, I mean, you didn't have Timberland yet, you had Pharrell behind you. And then you had Timberland. Like, those are people from our culture that we fuck with heavily. Like, at the time, right before that happened, before Timberland or Pharrell, the Neptunes, started. They were like in the late 90s, like the biggest two producers in hip hop. Flat out. So we like, and you fucking with them too, like, and you have to understand, like, I'm trying to make the video a little bit funny, but we was like, open arms. Come on, white boy. Come on, white boy. We got you. We got you. You with us now. You with us now. Okay? Now, some interesting things I want to say, and I mentioned a couple other people, because Robin Thicke has been nominated for Best Album at the NAACP Awards, as well as Justin Timberlake. Let me go through a list of things. Justin Timberlake, again, I mentioned 2003. 2013, Suit and Tie, he was nominated for Best Collaboration and Best Video of the Year, BET Awards. 2014, Viewer's Choice, Best Male R&B and Pop Artist. Notice how that changed once we got later on. And Best Collaboration, that was for Holy Grail with Jay-Z. And also he was actually nominated for the 2014 BET Hip Hop Awards for Best Collaboration for Holy Grail. Couple other things. Ghetto Pass. You have your artists that had a temporary one based on associated acts. Now what I mean by this is I was going through some other notes about BET Awards, and 2014 Iggy Azalea was nominated. First of all, when you first heard Fancy, I'm guilty of it because I honestly been waiting for a white girl that could spit. I was waiting for it. I've been waiting for it for a long time. Because my beef with hip hop is not with race, it's with sexism. When I heard Fancy, I was like, yo, this is throwback. I did not know this bitch's voice did not sound like that. And a lot of people didn't. Like, wait, this bitch is Australian and she speaks with an Australian accent? And she done got on the track and sounded like my ghetto cousin from down south? Like, bitch, where? So, the record sales and the success was there for her to be nominated for a BET Award. But the backlash that she got almost instantaneously. You see, ain't nobody checking for Iggy Azalea no more. I said she got nominated in 2014. It's only 2016. Nobody gives a fuck about Iggy Azalea. Because it's inauthentic. First of all, we know that's not your voice. I honestly, to this day, believe if Iggy Azalea would have came out rapping with the lyrics that she rapped with and everything, even with the image that she had with her fake ass and all, to look more, you know, appropriate with the black culture, let's go get a fake ass. And people are trying to tell me it's real. No, it's not. It's really not. But, if you would have actually rapped the way you rap, the way that you talk, I think you'd have been huge. Because she's not the worst rapper by any means, and you know, she had drugged for a couple other things too. You know, you was claiming you was freestyling and you was rapping Kendrick Lamar. Like, it's the internet, sweetie. We're gonna find out that you used somebody else's lyrics. You was spitting somebody else's lyrics. But other than that, the main thing is you're inauthentic. That's not even how you sound when you talk. Had you rapped in your Australian accent, like for example, great example, Dizzy Rascal. Fixed up, look smart. He sounded like a British dude. I mean, he black, but he sounded like a British dude because he British. Why would you rap and try to sound like you was from, you picked up a dialect from a different race, a different region, a different country than where you from? And people read through that. So you was flash in the pan, you was hot for a minute, but People read through that quickly, and then it gets old quick. Justin Bieber was nominated for Best New Artist in 2010, and I'm gonna tell you that right now. That was off the strength of Usher. See, Justin Bieber don't have a hood pass. He doesn't. He thinks he does. He doesn't. See, when you was younger, we tolerated you because Usher is who put you on. So, because White Boy was with Usher, oh, come on, white boy, you with us. Like, oh, Usher fuck with you? Usher fuck with you? Then we fuck with you, because we fuck with Usher. And that's a lot of with Iggy Azalea too. Oh, T.I. signed you, T.I. fuck with you? Come on, white girl, you with us. T.I. fuck with you, we fuck with you. And there's a lot of that. And even after the Janet Jackson thing with Justin Timberlake, Yo Ghetto Pass, it was really a whole lot of based on, after the Janet thing, for a while, we was just like, we just fucked with you because you had the talent. Like, we love a talented motherfucker. Some motherfuckers y'all may not associate with having the ghetto pass. Phil Collins, we fucks with Phil Collins, heavy. David Bowie, lifetime ghetto pass. We fucks with David Bowie. Because these are artists that just did music that they did. They did several genres. The stuff they did just spread. They weren't trying to emulate black culture just because some of their music may have been more R&B, been more funk, may have been, you know, the influence in it or the genre that particular song may have fell into. But they did everything. They were just talented. They were just, I'm saying they were, because David Bowie, rest in peace. Phil Collins is still with us. But authenticity is what I'm getting at here. You have to be authentic to yourself, or authentically part of the culture. And if that's not the case, we see through it. And as much of a Justin Timberlake fan as I am, it's inauthentic and we see through it. That's why Justin Timberlake got drugged by Black Twitter. You know, these are just some things that I'm sharing as someone that lives the black experience every day, as someone who themselves, I don't want to say I don't have a ghetto pass, because I do, but because of some of the things that I have interest in. And especially as a kid, that I was ostracized because I was too white. So this is somebody that's just trying to give you a little bit more understanding, not from an article, not from somebody. It's just somebody that is an observer of pop culture, to somebody that did grow up in a predominantly black area but went to predominantly white schools, as somebody that is a student of hip-hop, as somebody that has been watching the BET Awards since their inception, as somebody who can just, I can just kind of give you a little bit more background than 160 characters of why this happened. So, comment below, let me know what you think. Troll me if you want to, because all you're doing is giving me coins, darling, because this will be monetized. Deuces.